What is up guys, it is Inky here and welcome to a video where I want to give my impressions of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I have a couple of reasons for it being this late, and that is I had exams and I was sick, and now that I'm finished these exams I can cover Assassin's Creed as much as I need to be. And also I didn't want to give like a very first impressions because I wanted to think about the game for a bit of a while and see what I thought of what I saw. So anyways, let's get into this. I'm going to split this into what I liked and then what I didn't like. Okay, so what I liked was the Last of Us cover system. Like, it's in Unity it was you hugged corners and that was it, but with this is you don't really get locked into cover. Like in The Last of Us, what happens is that when you press the circle button he crouches, but what he does is that when you go into like a wall or something that, or a car that you can take cover behind, what Joel the character does in The Last of Us is he kind of adapts his body to the size, the shape of the wall, which is really cool. It looks a lot more fluid than Unity's cover system was, so I'm quite looking forward to that because it worked really well in The Last of Us. The next thing I'm really looking forward to is the return of throwing knives. The last time we had them was in Black Flag, and to be honest, you can only really pick them up and you can only get it off those guards, you know, the ones that you have to break their defense first then kill them. The next thing I really like is that the beauty of Unity is back. The amazing graphics, the really great cutscenes, and I like the whole uplift tone of the game. Like Black Flag has a really great uplifting tone to the game after having such a serious game, which was Assassin's Creed 3. The next thing I'm really looking forward to is the whole gang wars. The gang wars looks really fun, that you're calling in your mates to take on your enemies and try and take back London, and it's starting with Devitt, as far as I know, that's writing the game for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So it should be really good to reason for why he's trying to take over London, which is obviously, like I said before, a really cool idea. And the last thing that I really like is the environmental takedowns. Why I'm really looking forward to these is because you feel like that you're interacting with the world a bit more. It just gives it that sense of more realism, but I don't want it to be kind of really obvious where the game is like, okay, we placed a guard there, there's something there, use it. I want it to be more like Watch Dogs, where the person just so happens to walk past it and you press and hold the hack button and it explodes or takes him down in a way. So I hope it's more organic and isn't just a way of, yeah, we put him there, use that. Now what I didn't like from the reveal is that I'm actually more skeptical about these things and that I need to see more of them before I'm convinced. And there's only a couple of things, and that is carriages. I need to see more of them. Like the whole idea of having combat on top of carriages and being able to use them to get across streets if it's really busy is quite cool, but I don't want it to take away from the whole parkour effect. Like two of these things on the list is kind of take away from the parkour if it's overpowered. So carriages, I just don't like the way that he can steal other people's carriages. It just feels like unstalled, and it's kind of like the wrong thing to do. Like an assassin wouldn't do that. Like he kind of feels more selfish, that in the way that assassins are meant to hide and play sight, but if he's going in and hijacking someone's carriage, it just kind of makes him stand out in a way. The second thing is the grappling hook. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be an overpowered type thing, like you can run out or you can use it whenever you want. I hope it has like a regeneration time or something like that, because even though Unity's buildings were quite tall, and to be honest they look about the same height or maybe even a little bit taller in Syndicate, I love getting up there. I love the whole parkour system of getting up into the buildings, and once the climbing element was just so much fun in Unity. I love the tall buildings, and I hope this grappling hook doesn't take away from that it isn't just like Batman Arkham City or Asylum or any of the Arkham games where you can just use it quickly get up there, because I feel like that this game is kind of borrowing a couple of things from other games, which is okay before. Like in previous Assassin's Creed games, they'd borrow things from other Ubisoft games, but now it kind of feels like they're taking other things from other games, which I don't like. It kind of makes it feel like not its own game, but it's kind of taking everything else with Assassin's Creed elements into it. And the last thing is that the combat looks kind of weird, like the fist fighting. Like, I like the idea of you can't have swords and all that by your side, because this is a time where you'd get arrested for having that, so he kind of has swords that were kind of be hidden into his jacket. But in terms of fist fighting, it looks a bit strange that he punches them really fast and then it kind of stops. It just looks really weird. It doesn't look very it looks really quick, but it just looks weird. I can't describe it. It looks really strange, but I'm sure I'll be convinced by it it comes out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like that, would be amazing, and goodbye.